Here are the most disturbing things caught on camera. In the early hours of July 26, 2019, a devastating fire completely consumed the house next door to the one with the camera. While the fire itself isn't visible in the footage, the two houses were so close that the home with the camera was in serious danger of being engulfed as well. In the video, you can see neighbors frantically trying to alert the homeowners to the imminent threat. One neighbor, pounding on the door, shouts urgently, "Hey, your house is on fire!" He keeps banging, refusing to give up. After a few tense moments, a homeowner finally answers the door, and the neighbor quickly explains, "The house next to you is on fire. Your house is almost on fire too." The loud banging and frantic warnings were enough to rouse the family inside. Realizing the danger, they sprang into action, getting their children out of the house as quickly as possible. The kids were taken to a neighbor's home across the street, well away from the flames. Though there was some damage to the trees and part of the garage, the house with the doorbell camera was miraculously spared, thanks to the quick thinking and swift actions of the neighbors and homeowners. This dash cam footage was recorded in Caen, a town in northern France that sits above the narrowest point of the English Channel. The truck is on its way to a port that will take it across to the UK. As it drives along, the truck in front suddenly slams on the brakes, forcing the dash cam driver to honk. Moments later, several men armed with flashlights appear on the road, throwing rocks at the truck in an attempt to stop it. Some even use tree branches to create makeshift roadblocks. Determined not to stop, the truck plows through the branches, knowing that slowing down could mean serious danger. The men seen in the video are part of a migrant gang trying to illegally cross the English Channel to the UK. They set up roadblocks, hurl rocks at truck windows, and even block the road to force drivers to pull over. If they succeed, they threaten the truckers with weapons to coerce them into smuggling them across the border. These attempted hijackings, some successful and others not, are alarmingly common in the area. Many other truck drivers have captured similar incidents on their dash cams. One video even shows a coordinated hijacking attempt involving several people. Most of these incidents occur between midnight and 6 a.m., and local police in Caen have been working tirelessly for years to tackle this dangerous and ongoing problem. In the dead of night in Phoenix, Arizona, this bizarre scene was captured on a homeowner's doorbell camera. A man, armed with an axe, hammer, and an actual sword, quietly approaches the front porch. Without hesitation, he begins helping himself to various items left outside the house. As he goes about his business, a car drives by, but the thief doesn't even flinch, completely ignoring the vehicle. Unbothered, he continues stealing, acting as if it's just another routine task. Eventually, he walks away, his bag loaded with stolen goods, and the sword still tucked under his arm like some twisted trophy. This footage, recorded in Slovakia in 2012, captures a terrifying moment for a family driving along a narrow country road, surrounded by densely packed trees. As they made their way down the road, they suddenly came across a massive tree that had fallen across their path. Despite the obstacle, they pressed on, only to find another tree had fallen just ahead. As they approached the second tree, a loud cracking sound echoed through the air. One by one, trees began to topple, setting off a domino effect that sent them crashing down, dangerously close to their vehicle. In a panic, the family quickly tried to reverse, but it was too late. The falling trees rapidly closed in on them, trapping the car under a pile of debris. The situation worsened as more trees continued to fall, each one adding to the growing pile that surrounded and trapped the vehicle. The cause of the disaster was later traced to ground destabilization, a result of the intense rainfall the region had experienced over the past 8 days. The constant rain had saturated the soil, loosening it to the point where the trees could no longer remain rooted. When one tree fell, the shift in the ground's stability caused the others to fall in a cascade. The car was badly damaged, though it's unclear if anyone inside was injured during the incident. What was certain, however, was that the family had narrowly escaped a potentially much worse fate. This dash cam footage, recorded in Chile, captures a tense and dramatic moment for a driver who had just merged onto a highway on-ramp. As he drove, the vehicle in front of him suddenly started braking and came to a complete stop. Without warning, the doors of the stopped car swung open, and 2 men jumped out, one of them holding what appeared to be a gun. At first, the driver of the pickup truck tried to reverse to get away from the situation, but he quickly realized there was another car behind him, trapping him in place. With no other option, he decided to push forward, maneuvering his vehicle just enough to get onto the highway and out of immediate danger. Meanwhile, the brake lights of the attacker's vehicle flickered on, but it had little effect on the pickup's escape. The footage was later shown to the police to help identify the men. It was also shared online, and just a few days later, the true owner of the car used by the attackers recognized it as their own. It turned out the vehicle had been stolen just days before this incident. This discovery led police to believe the men were likely trying to steal the pickup truck as well. James Shaw Jr. was a passionate auto enthusiast online, owning up to his mistake and hoping others could learn from his experience. He admitted that he wasn't paying full attention and had assumed the road continued straight after the second tunnel. By sharing the footage, James wanted to remind drivers of the importance of staying alert and how a simple lapse in judgment can lead to life-altering consequences. This dash cam footage was captured from a police cruiser during the devastating California wildfires in October 2017. Though the video lasts just 11 seconds, it vividly portrays the intense chaos as the officer races to escape a neighborhood consumed by the flames. As the cruiser barrels through thick, smoke-filled streets, the destruction is impossible to ignore. On both sides of the road, entire trees and homes are engulfed in fire. Burning embers fall from the trees above, adding to the danger and urgency of the moment. The officer's frantic attempt to navigate through this fiery hellscape, with the flames closing in from all sides, makes the footage both haunting and unforgettable. A truck driver was cruising through the desert when he spotted a huge, ominous gray cloud on the horizon. At first, he assumed it was a dust storm, something he had seen many times before. But as he got closer, he quickly realized that what he was driving into was far worse: a massive swarm of locusts. Within seconds, thousands of locusts began slamming into the truck, covering the windshield in a frenzy of wings and bodies. The sheer number of insects made it almost impossible for the driver to see as the swarm engulfed the vehicle. The constant barrage of locusts turned the scene into a surreal, almost nightmarish experience, reminding the driver just how unpredictable and powerful nature can be.